Focus in the Fire, The Deer Who Drank Anyway. A motivational story about fear, focus, and the power of staying present. What would you do if the world turned against you all at once? What would you choose? If every option led to danger, pain, or death? Most people panic. Most people freeze. Most people try to escape in any direction, any way out. But this is the story of one who didn't, a deer, a fragile creature, small, soft, and vulnerable. And yet, what she did in her moment of crisis became a lesson for all of us. It began on a scorching day in the forest. The sun hung above like a furnace. Not a cloud in sight. Not a breeze in the air. The trees drooped. The birds were silent. Even the earth itself seemed to sigh in exhaustion. Through the cracked, dry undergrowth, a lone deer wandered. Her eyes were dull, her steps were slow, and her throat was burning. She had been searching for water all day, through thick bushes, past silent trees, over dry riverbeds. Nothing. Her hooves ached. Her breath was shallow. She was tired, beyond tired. But she kept walking. She had to, because thirst isn't just uncomfortable. Thirst is survival. Just as her body threatened to collapse, she paused under a dying tree, and then she heard something, a sound, faint at first, but unmistakable, the soft gurgling of running water. She lifted her head, her ears twitched. It was real. Her heart surged with hope, with strength. She ran, faster than she had all day, and there it was, a wide, clear river, shimmering in the sun like a ribbon of silver. She had made it. Relief flooded through her. She stepped forward, knees weak, head low, and just as her lips touched the surface of the water, she heard a sound, a soft click. To her right, a hunter, still a stone, eyes locked on her, his bow drawn, arrow ready, pointed straight at her heart. She froze. But that wasn't all. From the corner of her eye, she sensed movement to the left. She turned, and saw golden eyes in the bush. A lion crouched, muscles tense, preparing to pounce, and behind her, smoke, crackling, orange and black, a fire raging through the trees, coming fast, flames hungry, the sky darkening, nowhere to run, no time to think. In a single moment, she realized she was completely surrounded, death from every side. To the right, a man with a weapon. To the left, a predator with claws. From behind, fire that could consume everything. In front, the water she had searched for, now too dangerous to reach. Fear clawed at her chest. Her heart raced. Instinct screamed, run, flee, fight, hide. But there was no escape, no chance. And so, she paused. She stood still, eyes closed. And then, something remarkable happened. She chose to whisper to herself, "If death is near, let it come, but let me die fulfilling the one thing I came for. Let me drink." She lowered her head and drank. In that exact moment, everything changed. The sky, which had been painfully clear, darkened. A clap of thunder. Clouds gathered fast, and rain began to pour, heavy and sudden. The fire behind her, gone, soaked and smothered in seconds. Startled by the downpour, the hunter slipped. His arrow missed, and struck the lion instead. The lion, now wounded and furious, lunged at the hunter in rage. Both disappeared into the forest, locked in a desperate struggle, and the deer, she kept drinking. When she lifted her head again, the chaos was gone. The hunter and the lion had vanished. The fire was nothing but smoke. The river still flowed, and she stood there, alive, calm, at peace. And that is the lesson. In life, we will all face moments like the deer did. Times when fear surrounds us, when every choice seems wrong, when everything feels like it's falling apart. We try to solve everything at once. We panic, we run, we fight battles we were never meant to fight. But the deer shows us another way. She stayed focused. She chose her purpose. She didn't let the fear of death rob her of the reason she lived. And that's the power of presence. That's the power of focus. So ask yourself, what is your river? What is the one thing you want so badly it's worth facing fear for? Don't let distractions, doubts, and dangers pull you away from it. There will always be hunters. There will always be lions. There will always be fire. But if you can stay focused on what matters, you will outlast them all. Final thought. Life isn't about avoiding problems. It's about choosing your response, and staying grounded in what matters most. So when the world feels like too much, drink the water anyway. Stay calm, stay focused, and one day you'll look back and realize you didn't just survive, you rose. If this story spoke to you, share it with someone who might need it. And if you'd like to hear more stories that awaken your strength and clarity, subscribe to the channel. More is coming. Until next time, keep walking, keep focusing, and never forget what you came for.